Today I want to share with you how to style a spring tablescape, one that's a little sweet and delicate. I'm Nicole with Adore on the Table, and whenever I'm trying to come up with ideas for a table setting, I always need a source of inspiration. That piece that's going to give me the colors to work off of, or the patterns, or the overall style and theme. I found the perfect piece at an estate sale recently. In fact, I shared it in a video. I'll make sure I put the link down below for you. But the piece is this beautiful purple picture. I love the soft color along with this blue-green handle and then the matching glasses. They have a little bit of a gold, yellow gold to them. So these three colors are a wonderful launching point for a spring table setting, something that I can use to incorporate when I'm creating my spring table. I'm so excited to share it with you. I'm starting with this yellow square tablecloth that I've put on the diagonal. Now, I chose yellow because one, I don't have a purple or lavender tablecloth, but also yellow is a wonderful complement to lavender. The two colors coordinate beautifully and they both represent spring colors. I thought this would be a great foundation color for the rest of the spring tablescape. So for my place settings, I'm starting with these purple flowered chargers. I love the shape. They're perfect for spring. And then this color is really going to help add to the foundation of my tablescape. It will pick up the purple in the pitchers and in the water glasses. Now, I actually found these at an estate sale. They were giving them away for free, so I got really lucky with that. But I'm sure they are probably available at some place like Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's, or maybe even online. I'll see if I can find a link to something and put that down below for you. I'm going to put one in the front of each of my chairs. One of the things I wanted to point out, that when I'm putting this flower-shaped charger plate out, these petals up here I'm using as a guide. So when I'm putting it on the table, I'm putting one of the petals centered with the place setting. I'm not putting it askew. So that means each of my charger plates is lined up with my chair exactly. They're not in different directions. So it's giving consistency to my table setting. Next, I'm going to add my dinner plates on top of my chargers. I picked these because they have this detail here, and they definitely give that sweet, delicate feeling that I'm going for with the spring table setting. Now, I'm also doing the same thing that I did with the charger plate. I am putting the scalloped edge on the top here. So again, there's going to be consistency with each of my place settings. On top of the white dinner plate, I'm going to add this light lavender salad plate. These were actually gifted to me by a neighbor that was moving. They belonged to her mother or her grandmother. I can't remember which. But I think they really help pick up the purple of the charger plate and are adding to that overall look and feel I'm wanting to achieve. For my silverware, I decided to go with my gold flatware. I just really like the way the gold plays off of the yellow tablecloth. Now to add the glasses. Look how pretty that is close up. I mean, look at this blue-green base with this gold center stem, and then the lavender bowl of the glasses. They are just so pretty. To complete my place settings, I decided to use my DIY no-sew linen napkins. They're very similar to the pink gingham ones that I shared in a recent video. I'll make sure I put the link down below for you. But I just love the weight of linen, and it adds to the overall look that I am trying to accomplish on this table setting. Plus, the linen napkins matches the linen of my tablecloth, and it's adding that softness that I want to my table setting. Then I opted to go with these floral napkin rings, and I actually DIY'd these. I'm going to make sure I put the link down below for you. They're so easy to make. You actually use shower curtain rings, and these are really old shower curtain rings. Nobody was going to want to use them for their shower. So I just covered them with ribbon, added the flower and the purple as well. And these I used on a much older tablescape, which I'll actually add that link down below for you too. But I thought the blue flower would really help pick up the blue stem on my glasses. And then the purple flower is actually, adding to that whole spring purple delicate look that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna do just a real simple thread the napkin ring through the napkin. I could leave it on my plate centered like this, but to me that was a little too much and felt really chunky and busy on my plate. Plus it hid the lavender plate and a bit of the purple charger. So I opted instead to just put it to the left of my forks. And I like the way that just kind of helped tide all of the colors from my glasses into the place setting. With all of my place settings set on the table, I now want to work on the centerpiece. And since the whole inspiration for this table was my purple picture, I really wanted to make it the center focal point of my table. The other thing too is I thought it'd be really useful to actually use the picture as a picture on my table and have it filled with drinks, whether it was iced tea, lemonade, margaritas, or maybe even sangria, which would be really pretty in this picture and then into the individual glasses. But with the idea of this picture being filled with probably a cold liquid, I didn't want the condensation that could form on the outside of the picture then to drip and get onto my tablecloth. So I had an idea I'm going to share with you. I thought what I would do is take a plate, and in this case I'm just using one of those old wicker paper plate holders. I like this because one, the color is so light, and two, it definitely makes you think of spring and summer when you see these wicker paper plate holders. But what I thought it would do would be to protect my table in an attractive way. So I'm going to put that in the middle of my table, and then I'm going to take a napkin and just lay it inside of that wicker paper plate holder. Now, one little funny tip is if you happen to have a napkin that you're holding onto that has a stain someplace, this one doesn't, but if you do, this is a great use for a napkin like this because you can hide the stain underneath or in the folds, and nobody's actually going to be using this napkin. It's just being used as part of the base of the decor for my table setting. And then I'm going to take and put my pitcher right on top of it because this napkin then is going to help capture any of that condensation, and then this wicker paper plate holder is going to help protect my table. So I basically have 1, 2, 3 layers of protection before anything could hit or damage my wood table. So I'm going to use this as the center for my centerpiece. Now, adding to my centerpiece, I have 2 of these goldish yellow candle holders. I've had these for years. I think they're originally from Crate & Barrel, but they match that same kind of tone and clarity that my pitcher and my glasses have. So I thought they were a very nice complement to the whole tablescape. To continue with my centerpiece, I have filled a lot of bud vases with these really pretty lavender and purple flowers. They match the charger plate and the salad plate perfectly, but they're also continuing that sweet, delicate theme that I'm going for on my spring tablescape. And I'm just going to take and kind of haphazardly put them around the middle of my table. And one of the things I'm going to point out, I'm going to show you some close-ups of, is some of them are a little bit more of a traditional shape, but some of them aren't really intended for bud vases, and I'll show you those in just a second. So take a look at this one here. Do you know what this is? I love this as a bud vase. This is an old toothpick holder. Isn't that sweet and so perfect to use as a bud vase for those small little flowers? And then I also have this one. Maybe you're familiar with the detail and the design on it. I don't know how well you can see it here. But these are Princess House, and these are little glasses. Notice the place for my finger to hold on to, but aren't they also perfect as a bud vase? So makes you think, look at other items that you have and think outside the box as to what else you could use them for. The very last thing I'm going to add to my table are these wicker butterflies. I just thought they were so cute. They are from the Target dollar spot. They're $3 each. I picked up 2 of them, and I really like the light and airiness of them, but I also thought that they would kind of help tie in my wicker paper plate holder to the overall look of and theme of my spring tablescape. So I'm just going to put one there, and then I'm going to put the second one on the other side of my pitcher. So it's adding a little bit of fun and whimsy to my table setting. So what do you think of my sweet and delicate spring table setting idea? If you like it, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I hope you have a wonderful time with your friends and family at your next gathering. Bye.